Welcome back. Opening scene. The Chevrolet Nova is an icon of American muscle, blending power, simplicity, and style into one legendary package. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. A bold, aggressive, no-nonsense machine that earned its place in the Muscle Car Hall of Fame. Born in the mid-60s, the Nova started as an economy car, but it didn't take long for Chevy to realize its potential. By 1968, the Nova had transformed into a proper muscle car, especially with the Super Sport package. The SS badge meant serious performance, and under the hood, Chevy offered some of its most potent engines. The real magic began with the 396 cubic inch big block V8, pumping out up to 375 horsepower. This engine turned the Nova from a commuter car into a street weapon. With a curb weight under 3,500 pounds, the power-to-weight ratio was impressive, making the Nova SS a favorite for drag racers and street warriors alike. But the Nova wasn't just about brute force, it had the looks to match. The second-gen models, especially from 1968 to 1972, had a clean, aggressive design. A long hood, short deck, and that unmistakable front grille gave it a menacing presence. The SS package added sporty details, a special badging, blackout grille, and rally wheels, so subtle but effective in letting people know this wasn't your average Nova. Inside, the Nova SS was all business. No over-the-top luxury, just a driver-focused cabin with bucket seats, a center console, and a floor-mounted shifter. Everything was built for one purpose: driving. Some models came with a tachometer on the dash, a must-have for those pushing the limits. Performance-wise, the Nova SS was a beast on the streets. The 396 equipped models could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds, a serious number for the late 60s. The car's relatively small size and big power made it a favorite among drag racers, earning it a reputation as a giant killer. It wasn't uncommon to see Novas taking down bigger, heavier muscle cars at the Strip. One of the most legendary versions was the Yenko Nova. Chevy's 396 was strong, but Don Yenko, the mastermind behind the Yenko Camaros, had other plans. He dropped in a 427 cubic inch V8, pushing well over 400 horsepower. This turned the Nova into an absolute monster, capable of running with the fastest cars of its era. As the 70s rolled in, stricter emissions regulations and rising insurance costs started taking a toll on muscle cars, and the Nova SS was no exception. By 1974, the big block power was fading, and by 1976, the SS badge was retired. The Nova name continued, but the raw muscle of the early models was gone. Today, the Chevy Nova SS is a sought-after classic. Restored and modified versions command serious attention at car shows, auctions, and drag strips. Enthusiasts love them for their combination of lightweight, high power, and simple mechanics. Unlike some of its muscle car rivals, the Nova was never too flashy. It was always about getting down to business. Whether it's an original 396 SS, a Yenko-tuned beast, or a modern Ristamod with LS power, the Nova SS remains a symbol of American performance. It represents an era when horsepower ruled, and Chevy gave drivers the power to dominate the streets. So, if you ever get the chance to see, or better yet, drive a Nova SS, take a moment to appreciate what it stands for. A pure, unfiltered muscle car experience. No gimmicks, no excuses, just power, speed, and attitude. That's the Chevy Nova SS.